Hello everyone, today I am making organic fresh milled pretzels, and I have made organic pretzels on the channel, but those were made with flour. These are made with wheat berries, which is, you need 360 grams of hard white wheat and 180 grams of Kamut, 1 3/4 cups of warm water, and if you didn't notice, I have some helpers today, which are my granddaughters, 2 tablespoons of softened butter, 1 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 1/2 teaspoons of yeast, and a 1/2 teaspoon of brown sugar. And for the boiling of the water of the pretzels, you need 16 cups of water to about 1/2 cup of baking soda. And of course, you can put your salt of choice on top of the pretzels. So here we are. We already milled up our wheat berries, and she's showing the bowl of the wheat berries and how soft they are. And then I have another granddaughter helping me out too, pouring the water into the mixer. So I have many helpers today. Here's my other granddaughter cutting the butter. Remember, that was 2 tablespoons of softened butter. We're gonna put that into the mixer. So here she is taking out of the paper, putting it into the mixer. Then we're gonna add our salt. Telling her how much salt to put in there. There's my other granddaughter doing the brown sugar. So they all got involved today. They like helping me out. We're just gonna give that a quick blend. And then we're adding the flour in there, and of course it just like made a mess everywhere. So I had to clean it up and had to regrind a little bit more. But now we're putting the lid on and setting it for 15 minutes as usual. You gotta let it autolyze for 15 minutes. So there it is, all done autolyzing. Now we're gonna add our yeast. I already had started mixing it and forgot about videoing it, so I just had her add a little bit more yeast in there to make it look like we did it. By my mistake, I forgot to video it, and here it is, mix it up. So we're mixing it up to that window pane test. So we want to make sure that we can see through the dough. Now that it's all ready to go, we're going to put oil in the bowl and put the dough there around it and let it set for about an hour or double in size. I think we set it for an hour. So here I am pouring the water into the pot. Now we're going to add the baking soda to the water so we can start it boiling for our pretzels. We just told her to give it a mix with the measuring spoon. Now she's going to get the parchment paper ready. Turn it around the other way. It'll be better because it wants to fold on itself. So turn it around.
Oh, okay.
Flip it around. Yeah, there you go. See that? Much better. Now here I am taking the dough out, and I gotta divide it up into the 12 pieces so we can make 12 pretzels. So it takes a little bit for me to get it all ready. They're kindly waiting patiently for me to get it ready because they want to make their pretzels. So I'm just kind of evening it out, trying to get it ready. The dough is really good, nice and soft and ready to go. So it takes a little bit to get it all ready and get them evened out. So that's what I'm doing right now, trying to even them out to the 12 pieces so we can roll out the pretzels. They truly did enjoy making their own pretzels the way they wanted to make them. We tried to follow a pretzel size, you know, how to make one, but everybody has a different way of making pretzels, and it's a learning thing, so yeah. So we'll just watch me here trying to get the dough ready. I got parchment put out on there so it don't stick to the board or the table. I'm just using a scraper to cut through the dough to get it ready. And just using my hand as a size judgment, trying to size them out. We do end up getting perfect sizes for all of them. So this process takes a little bit, but they waited patiently for me to get ready so they can roll out their pretzel and make their first pretzel. We had two granddaughters helping me roll out the dough to make the pretzels. The other ones didn't want to do it, so we just had two of them rolling it out, and I was making some and they were making some, and we got it all done. I'm counting it as we go and just measuring it out in my brain, trying to figure out the sizes. We're almost done here. And they're ready to grab their dough and make their first pretzel. So here they are, rolling out the dough. I told them to make a long snake, roll it out like a snake. So that's what they're doing. I kind of made a sample for them so they can go by it and try to learn from it, but you know, they just did it their own way, and it's whatever. I mean, it's a pretzel, you're gonna eat it, right? And she's showing me how she made her pretzel, and my other granddaughter's making hers. Similar to mine. There's my other granddaughter showing her sister how to make a pretzel.
Perfect.
That one turned out good too. Here I am going to show you how to make mine, another few of them. I think I'm going to try to make a pretzel shape and then two twisted pretzels. They're still rolling out theirs and making some as I'm making them on video. See, it's very hard to make a pretzel. Those pretzel makers out there, I commend you, because they're very hard to make. To get that pretzel shape and enough dough and thin enough and all of that. I mean, mine turned out really thick. It's kind of like a pretzel shape, but it's kind of hard. So my next one, I just went with, I'm gonna twist it instead. It was so much easier to do it that way. So that's what I did. So I'm gonna show you how I did it with two of them. Very simple, all you do is just make a basic twist. Make sure you pinch the end so they will stay together. Kind of give them a pinch together there at the end. And here is all our pretzels we made. Not bad. Now we're gonna put them in the boiling baking soda water for about 1 minute on each side, and then place them on top of the cookie sheet over there, and then salt them. Just let them stay in there for about a minute, and then you give them a flip. So of course they all wanted to try to get their pretzel made in the boiling water, so I let them do that. So I'm taking them out, putting them on the parchment paper, and then we're gonna salt them with the new salt that I bought at Costco. It's called Mold and Flake salt, and it turned out really well on the pretzels and tasted really yummy. So there's my 2 twisted pretzels. I'm just boiling a few, and then they're gonna boil some. There's the salt we used. Just gonna sprinkle some salt on the ones that we did already. Showing her how to sprinkle the salt on there. You want just the perfect amount. You don't want too much salt on your pretzels. And that flake salt tastes really good. Here she is doing hers, doing a few. We had 12 of them to do, so she helped out and boiled them and put them out on the parchment. There's my oldest daughter over on the other side. She made 1 pretzel, and she wanted to cook hers and a couple others and salt them to help out. Don't forget to put your oven at 400 degrees, because that's the temperature that you want the pretzels to be at when you bake them. So I already preheated the oven to 400. There she is doing hers, and then a couple of others that were left. Gonna boil them. Just being very careful putting it in that boiling water. Kind of scared to turn it, having a hard time because that big one there that she made was hard to turn it, so I helped her out and turned it for her. We got it on the parchment paper so we can salt the rest of them. We did half and half. We put 6, I think we put 6 on one parchment or on one cookie sheet, and then another 6 more on the other. So we're gonna do half and half batch, not all at one time. There, they're salting it. We're gonna get it ready to go in the oven, and it has to be in the oven for 15 minutes at 400 degrees. It was kind of hot, she said. So yeah, we did 6 and 6. That's what we did. So we're baking the first batch at 400 for 15 minutes. She's setting the timer. Here they are, they're all done. 15 minutes later, they're so soft and very good. We totally enjoyed them. Now the second batch is going in for 15 minutes. They had a really nice bite to them and tasted really good. I have a video of them, you'll see here in a sec, of them giving everybody their take on the pretzel. That's the second batch all done. So here's their take on the pretzels.
It's delicious.
Was it good with the salt?
Next time you would have to add a little bit more salt.
Next time more salt?
Good. Less salt.
They're good?
Yeah. How's it taste?
Good.
Yeah, so good.
Nina, you need to add add less salt because it's too much, and not a lot of people like a lot of salt.
Right.
Yummy.
Oh, it's good?
Yeah.
Okay, cry.
Nana, can I have cream cheese?
This is amazing.
Does it?
It doesn't need anything else.
I want cream cheese.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.